snickerdoodle cookies. It's a different video today because we're on quarantine. So, no one. Okay, so first we're gonna start off with some butter. Need the butter. Just a whole stick. Whole stick of butter, yep. Whole stick of butter.
Toast. How's my toast?
So I can grab it.
Perfect toast. 10 out of 10.
Wow, perfect toast.
10 out of 10, bro.
That's probably not 10 out of 10. Okay, and then next, we're gonna add our sugar. So we got that right here. We need half a cup of sugar. Let me just get my trusty thingamabobbers. Measuring cups. Let's grab the one. This is a 4th cup, so need 2 of those. Then what we're gonna add next is our brown sugar right here. Gotta open it up. Dang, bro. Okay, and make sure whenever you're doing brown sugar, you want to pack it in, because yeah, that's what you do.
Pete, bro, my breakfast is looking sick.
Bro, I had a way better breakfast than
What do
that.
you mean, bro? I was gonna make mine.
There's one, that's all we need, a 4th cup.
I wanted to make bacon.
So now we can get rid of that.
Nutella back. You drop a knife, bro?
No,
Should I cook up a Pop-Tart?
if
Yeah,
you want
Pop-Tart.
Pop-Tarts.
I'm hungry, bro, so. Okay.
Alright, so next what we're going to do is mix all of this together. So I'll be right back, I gotta mix this. So mixing this should take about 5 minutes. If your butter is not mixing, then you want to heat it up a little, get it softer. Alright, so next what we're gonna do after this is all mixed up, and if you have an automatic, like a electric mixer, that would be way better. But this, I don't have one, so this is kind of what it should look like. It should be light and fluffy. So this is pretty good. Now what we're gonna do is add our vanilla and egg. So we need about an 1/8 tablespoon of vanilla, so that should be enough. And we need 1 egg. So grab your egg, crack it in, and make sure if any of the shell goes in, you're gonna take it out. You don't want any crunchy snickerdoodles. So, and then after, when you're done with the egg, you want to throw it away and wash your hands to prevent contamination. So then when you're done with that, you want to mix it again. So you can crack the yolk. Be right back, I'm gonna mix. So you're gonna want to mix this up until everything is well combined. It should be like a little creamy and it should smell like vanilla. And if it doesn't seem like enough vanilla, you can always add more. Well, you don't always want to add more, but you can never add less. So, and then next what we're gonna want to do is grab a different bowl, not the big one. This is the main one. We're gonna want a tinier bowl, like maybe medium size. Put the large one off to the side for now. We're gonna use it again later. So in this bowl, we're gonna grab our flour and grab 1 cup and 1/4 of flour and put it in to our bowl here, a tiny bowl. There's 1 cup. And here's our 4th cup. And as long as all these things are dry, they're all gonna be okay. So we add all that. Next, what we're gonna get, gonna wanna get some baking soda. So let me get that out real quick. Baking soda. There we go. So gonna get our baking soda here, and we're gonna add half a teaspoon. Get out your measuring spoons. You're gonna grab your measuring spoons and get half of a teaspoon. If you don't have measuring spoons, if you don't have measuring spoons, just grab like a small spoon and like half of it or something. So put in your baking soda. And then what you're also gonna add is your salt. So you can use Morton's, you can use any salt. I'm using Heinz. So you just want to shake out a little bit onto your hand like this. And you're going to grab some and just like a pinch of salt. And now we're going to add our cream of tartar, which I don't have, but you can substitute it well using like vinegar or anything that's like acidic. Lemon juice is also very good. So next we're gonna add our vinegar. If you have cream of tartar, you can use that. There's my mom in the background making an egg. Oh, you can't see her? Hey, Mom. You're not in the camera. Oh, you don't want to be in the... Okay.
I don't want to be in the camera.
Okay, well, she's making an egg. So I'm gonna grab a teaspoon of your cream of tartar or your substitute. And then you're gonna wanna whisk all of this together. You're gonna whisk this together until it looks like it's just flour. Then what you're gonna do is grab your big bowl from before with the buttery mixture and add the flour. And add this mixture slowly. Add all of it. There we go. Okay. And now we're gonna combine it all. We're gonna mix it all up. Again, an electric mixer would be better if you have one. Make sure to use one if you have one. I'm gonna mix this all until it's all well combined. So mix. Okay, so the dough should look like this. It should be like nice and mixed, like a light brown-ish color, I would say. Should smell nice, I guess. And now what you're gonna wanna do is you could either put this in a glass pan. You could like scoop out the balls and put it in a glass pan and have it refrigerate. Or you can just scoop them out and bake them, which is what I'm gonna do. So now what you're gonna do is grab like an 8x8 glass pan or a small cookie sheet, and you're gonna wanna get like a cookie scooper if you have one. If you don't have one, you can just use a spoon. Grab your spoon or whatever you're using, scoop up some dough, and you wanna roll it into a ball and just place it on the sheet. It doesn't matter how close together they are or anything. They just have to be on the sheet, but don't make them touch. Just put them right on the cookie sheet. This is just for refrigerating the dough. You're gonna want to refrigerate this overnight. A couple more. Alright, and once you have all of your dough ball, your snickerdoodle dough onto your pan or your cookie sheet, you can go ahead and pop these in the fridge. Just leave them overnight, but if you don't have time for that, you can just put them in the fridge for like a couple hours, and they should be okay. So you don't have to cover those with saran wrap or anything. They just have to be in the fridge. It's so you can easier do the cinnamon stuff. So we'll check back in tomorrow. So it is the next morning, and we are gonna take out our snickerdoodle dough. nice, refrigerated overnight. Alright, so once you get these out, you want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. There we go. Make sure there's nothing in there. Now you're going to want to get a small bowl. Now in this small bowl, you're going to whisk together cinnamon and sugar. So we're going to need 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. 1 tablespoon of sugar. Sugar and half a tablespoon of cinnamon. If I can grab it. Half a tablespoon. There you go. Okay. Now you're going to want to whisk this together. Any whisk works. You could use a fork too. That. And if you added a little too much cinnamon, you can add a little sugar. Which is what I will do. There you go, we have our cinnamon sugar mixture. And now we want to get out a baking sheet. So now that we have our baking sheet here, we're going to go ahead and line it using some parchment paper. There we go. And after you do this, you're going to start to coat the Snickerdoodle dough balls, and you're going to drop them in the cinnamon sugar mixture and coat them on all sides with this substance mixture, whatever you want to call it. And then you want to make sure they're evenly spaced on your parchment cookie sheet. So make sure it's evenly coated on all the sides. Alright, so now, once you've evenly spaced all of these dough balls, your Snickerdoodle dough balls, you want to go and put them in your oven, once it's heated up, of course, for 15 minutes. And you let that go, and then right away as they're done, you want to take them off the cookie sheet and have them dry immediately. Okay, so when you take these out, these are almost done, and they're done. Okay, so they should be done. If they don't look done, you should probably be able to smell them. So out. You're gonna take them out, and then right away grab a spatula or like a cookie thing, and you wanna get them off and put them on a drying rack or like a plate or something. your snickerdoodles. Thank you for watching. Guys, thank you for watching. That is all we have time for today for quarantine cooking or baking or whatever you want to call it. So, subscribe.